All right, we are here. We are the Game Reactionists. New Game Plus has just been announced for God of War Ragnarok, so I thought this is a great opportunity to do an unboxing of the Jotnar edition of God of War Ragnarok. Full disclosure, I have opened this. I've taken a peek at some things, but I haven't looked at everything. It does come with a lot of collectibles. I think it's safe to say we're both big God of War fans.
Oh yeah, and this is, I mean, it's good timing for this too. I mean, it's kind of like I was saying, it's a new game plus unboxing. You know? I mean, we're both big God of War fans. I think in some ways I'm more of a fan of the original set of God of War games, kind of the old action style, but I do love 2018. I haven't played Ragnarok yet. I only play on PC. I don't have a PlayStation 5 or 4 anymore. So I will eventually get it, presumably when it comes to PC down the road. But I know you've played through it. You enjoy it quite a bit.
I have played through Ragnarok a couple of times, actually. Loved the game, loved the narrative. I think I love both eras of God of War equally for their own unique perspectives. You know, the original trilogy was great in terms of its action-packed gameplay, and it had some pretty riveting storytelling then. A lot of people claim Kratos is a one-dimensional character in that series. I disagree with that. I think there's a lot more nuance to his character. He is portrayed as angered, but if you think of what the gods did to him in Greece, they tricked him into killing his family. I mean,
yeah. Well, and to anyone that says he doesn't really have much of an arc, I mean, just think in the first game alone, I think he had a pretty good arc. I mean, we open the game with what's the first thing we see? Kratos is committing suicide. It's kind of an interesting way to open a game. It's very kind of like a vulnerable thing for a character that we think of as so powerful to be doing.
Right.
So I love the action era. I'd love to see some more of those eventually revived, but I do like the kind of the more story driven era that we're in right now as well too. I think it's put its own spin on things. I like the direction they took the story in. It kind of had to. I mean, the series kind of had to pivot because we kind of played out the old style God of War. There's like 6 games like that. So so we could talk about God of War for hours. But let's get into. Do you want to start with the Jotnar edition or the controller?
Well, I'll start with the controller. It's the easiest thing to open up here. It's the quickest. This was the Ragnarok special edition controller for the PlayStation 5 that they released. Very limited quantities. And you were able to get it through retailers as well as PlayStation Direct. I got mine through PlayStation Direct. I haven't opened this yet. So we'll see what it looks like. I like the look of it now, so let's take a look here.
Are you kind of disappointed? I know I was sort of disappointed that there wasn't like a special collector's edition of a system, like a really cool looking one. You think they would have done that, right?
I did a video for our channel because LeBron James partnered with Sony to do a special collector's edition PlayStation 5 based off of his charity. I was very disappointed, and I was also surprised because I thought at the very least Sony was doing unique faceplates that you could buy for your PlayStation 5 through the PlayStation Direct store.
Yeah.
So I thought at the very least they would have done something like that where you pay $50-$60, you could get a God of War faceplate for your console. I would have been happy with that. The fact that they did nothing, I'll admit, I'm very disappointed.
It's weird to me because they've done it so many times before, and it's just like, I mean, how hard is it just to like slap a sticker on the side of it and say this is the God of War system?
Right, exactly.
You've done it so many times before, but
Well, let's take a look at our controller here. Oh, it looks even better. Looks even better than the picture of the box, in my opinion. I don't think the box does it any justice. It's not even white. It's like a cooler frost blue and then a darker blue, and then you have the wolves here in the middle. So
it's pretty slick.
Yeah, I like that, and I'm a fan of the DualSense controllers. They're comfortable.
They're definitely an upgrade. It's still not enough to get me to actually switch to one. I primarily use an Xbox controller, but I mean they are nice. They're definitely an upgrade over what we've had before. I know that the PlayStation 4 DualShock felt very like. It felt like I was going to break it whenever I used it, know. But this seems like it has a little bit more heft to it. It's got a lot of cool features to it, of course, too. I mean, looks really nice, feels great. God of War branding on the back here. Not seeing like any kind of special Easter eggs or anything on it, but I mean, it just looks really, really nice, very slick. It's cool, like I don't know if you're going to use it or not, but it's kind of a cool display piece in a way.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll use it. I think I'm just gonna have it as part of my collection. I like the black controllers. That way, if it gets dirty, you can't tell.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the bad boy here. This guy is pretty.
So this
beastie.
is the so there was 2 collector's editions. This is the higher tier one. So this is the highest tier one that came out. This is the Jotnar edition, and there's a regular collector's edition.
Correct, and I believe the difference between the two, the Jotnar edition came with a vinyl as well as unique dice sets.
Okay, so I think eventually I might grab the regular collector's edition, but let's see. It actually takes up the whole box there. I got you there.
Okay.
So that definitely makes
So yeah, and I can tell you guys all what it includes right now. So we got a 16-inch Mjolnir replica, Knowledge Keeper's Shrine, 2-inch Vanir Twins carving, and I'll explain the Vanir Twins and who they're talking about. Brock's dice set, Legendary Dropner ring, Yggdrasil cloth map, Falcon, Bear, and Wolf pin set, and a 7-inch vinyl. The music by Bear McCreary. The game itself was a digital download code. Oh, and I forgot, it came with a steelbook. It was a digital download code. I know there's a lot of controversy behind that. My thoughts were because PlayStation 5 specifically had digital-only consoles as well as disc drive consoles. I think they did that just to be able to appease to everyone and not...
It kind of plays safe that way, yeah. Because otherwise, yeah, you're right. Because a lot of people bought the digital version of the system. Pretty much every game I buy, obviously, now is digital. So, yeah, I can understand that completely. You'd feel like, okay, well, why are you catering just to that one audience, you know?
So let's take a look at the front here. All right, so we got
it's pretty impressive. I mean, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be for the. That looks cool.
So we got a little story panel here.
Okay. That's what they call that. When you have 3 paintings right next to you, it's like triptych or something. Yeah. Triptych or whatever.
The shrines of the giants. So right inside, we'll get to the hammer. It looks like right away first.
Wow, that's a lot larger than I thought it was going to be.
It looks like easy access here. Maybe I spoke too soon. There you go.
Well, at least there's no styrofoam.
No styrofoam.
We're already off to a good start. That's my pet peeve for collectors.
So this is Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Thor is a big part of the storyline of Ragnarok. He was talked about in God of War 2018 and teased at the end of God of War 2018. He is very much present, and he does have a very good story arc. I really liked his story arc. The hammer itself has a little bit of a heft to it. It's not too heavy, but it's not light. It doesn't feel like
it does have.
plastic.
Yeah, I definitely feel a little bit of heft to it. You know, it's. I think this is like I want to say like a polystone type of thing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's better than what we got with the. I should have brought out the foam Leviathan axe that I have. So it definitely feels a lot more like this is like a real thing. Like I could actually,
hit somebody over the head with that.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it looks really, really nice. It's actually, I'm pretty impressed with it. At first, I was kind of like pessimistic when it first came. I'm like, I don't know if that's a great thing to center a collector's edition around, But that actually looks really, really nice.
And it sits pretty well too. I like that. It doesn't. It's like designed to be able to sit on its side like that. All right, and I think the rest.
I think I might try to like wall mount mine when I get mine.
Excuse us. All right, so we got the steel book here. Nice little steel book, and it's representing the wolves. Now, I can't read Nordic, so I don't know what the back of the steel book says.
Well, I can. So thank you for buying the collector's edition of God of War. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe to
blog.
To the Game Reactionists.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Yeah. So very nice, a double disc thing in here. You got your download codes here. I won't spoil those they've already been redeemed, I'm sure, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice steelbook. I like it.
Yeah, and the digital content came with, you got a pretty good amount of content here. So you got a unique armor and tunic for Kratos and Atreus. And then the other digital content, you got the full game for PlayStation 4 and PS5. So you did get both versions of the game with this edition. So if you're still on a PlayStation 4, You didn't miss out on anything.
So was it like a free upgrade then? Is how it works?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So with the PlayStation 4, in the event that you get a PS5, you get a free upgrade to the PS5 version. It came with an avatar set, a PlayStation 4 theme, because PlayStation 5 does not have themes yet. Dark Horse digital mini art book, and then the official God of War Ragnarok digital soundtrack. And then it also came with unique armor, axe grip, and blades handles as well. And then Atreus. So I should probably explain the armor. So you got the Darkdale armor set for Kratos and Atreus. And then you got the Risen Snow armor set for Kratos.
So you actually get 2 armor sets.
So you got 2 unique armor sets out of it. So
pretty nice.
All right.
There's a couple little things here.
All right, and we got these might be the dice here.
Your
Silicone packets. Please don't eat these. And you got a nice little carrying pouch for the dice. And these are the different dice that we have here.
Give it a roll. Yahtzee.
All right, and then these are the other minifigures. Now they had figures like these for the God of War 2018 set.
Those are of oh my god, Brock and Sindri.
It was Brock, Sindri, and
Was there more? Yeah, they were like little animal ones.
Odin's horse.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing a blank on Odin's horse. It started with an S. It was one of Loki's children, actually. Little fun fact with
Sally, right?
yeah. Part of the lore of that, and I don't remember the exact lore storyline, but essentially Loki in the actual Norse mythology transformed himself into a horse to mate with another horse, and then Odin's horse was born, and that was a gift to Odin to appease Odin. So Loki got down with...
It's an unusual way to get somebody a gift, but I mean, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So the wooden figures here are of...
I don't remember that part of the Avengers, but...
The wooden figures here are of Frey and Freyr, who is her brother. And they got scotch tape here on this, so...
They're not actually wood, are they? It's like polystone?
Yeah, I'm sorry, they're not wood
but they
figures.
Look wood-looking.
Wood-looking. So we got... This is Freyr. And this is Freya. So there they are. Little nice keepsakes for your for your stand where you keep your collectibles and things of that nature.
Okay, nice. You can battle them too.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Actually, I think I missed with the this front panel here.
Do we miss like a compartment or something in here?
This is where they have the soundtrack.
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
about that. So,
Well, there you go. There's the vinyl here, right? It's like a mini vinyl.
It's a mini vinyl, and I'm just gonna put this compartment up. It'll stay up.
So it has 2. Looks like 2 tracks on it here.
Yes, it does. It's not the full soundtrack. It is just a couple of the songs from the soundtrack. The soundtrack itself is available digitally. Fantastic soundtrack. God of War 2018 had great music. God of War Ragnarok, Bear McCreary, ran away with it even further, which I didn't even think was possible. So, you got yourself a nice little vinyl here. And then I think the additional compartments
Look at that.
right in here.
Still going.
So you got a good amount for this. I believe this retailed for $250 for the Jotnar edition. That panel just doesn't want to stay up.
That's okay.
So these are the various pins. So we got the bear, the wolf, and the hawk. And these are to represent Freya, Kratos, and Loki. So these are nice little keepsake pins in here. Very, very high quality looking at least.
Put those on your tie, wear that to the job interview.
Exactly,
right.
right. And then this must be Draupnir's ring. I have no idea. This is not the ring, obviously, but I have no idea what this is.
The heck is that?
I have no idea. Maybe it's to secure Jotnar's ring.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Like it kind of like clips in or something like that.
Yeah. So Jotnar's ring in Norse mythology had the ability to replicate itself. So this was a gift made by Brock and Sindri in the mythology. It actually fits pretty well. But it replicated itself, and it was presented to Odin so that he could have unlimited riches. So, nothing too special about it, but it's a nice little...
so it could solve the national debt.
there you go. And then...
Looks pretty cool.
This is the last portion of it. There are no more hidden compartments. But this is the
They
cloth
load this
map.
up with the silica, don't they?
Oh yeah. Keep things nice and fresh. So this will be the cloth map. I do like cloth maps, by the way.
I have the 2018 one actually on my wall next to my God of War stuff, so I'll have to do a video on that eventually. I almost want to get the this edition just for this.
And this is the cloth map. And it represents all of the different realms. There are some Easter eggs on it. You wouldn't pick up on them without having played the game. But it's a very, very well detailed cloth. A lot of good color on here. Yeah, what do we got? We got Muspelheim, Jotunheim, obviously Asgard, Alfheim.
I wish this came with the regular collector's edition. You have to get the top tier one for this one.
Yeah, this is very, very good quality. So, yeah, we got Surtur here imaged in Muspelheim and Helheim. So all the realms are accessible in God of War Ragnarok. So you get to see all of the realms, and even the realms that already existed in 2018. They didn't do a simple copy paste. They actually had you go into different areas with those realms and see more exploration of them.
Okay.
You know, Alfheim, you kind of start off, you go through the Temple of Light again briefly, but it's a different area of the Temple of Light, and then you end up in a completely different area of Alfheim. So
it feels fresh. You know?
All of it feels completely fresh. Vanaheim is amazing. Because just when you think you're done with Vanaheim, you find out you're not. So, highly recommend God of War Ragnarok for anybody. If you're a fan of the series, or if you're a Sony fan, or if you like action-adventure games, if you like, any type of that style of game, highly recommend it. Kind of like you, I don't like giving scoring points to collector's editions. I'll either recommend it or not recommend it. I highly recommend this. I am a big, big fan of God of War, and we really didn't get any neat collector's editions for God of War until God of War 2018. And
True.
Even 2018, that was a fantastic collector's edition. That came with a nice statue. You got a steel book of the game. You got a cloth map of that. You got a lot of good goodies here. This is no different. You get a lot of good stuff. I'm really impressed with
the hammer. Like, I mean, at first when I first saw this, when they first announced it, I was a little disappointed because it wasn't a statue this time. Like, that's one of my things that I like to have in any kind of collector's edition is a nice statue. But seeing the hammer now, it looks really cool. I like that it's not just it's quality. It's not just some foam thing. It's like actually
Correct.
has some heft to it. Like I said, I think what I'll do with mine when I get one eventually is probably display it on a wall next to the Leviathan axe I have. So.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool to have. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm impressed by it. Like I said, I'm a God of War fan as well too. I'm looking forward to playing this eventually when it makes its way over to Steam. Hopefully it does eventually because I'd like to try it out. But yeah, this is. I guess any other final thoughts on it right away?
With New Game Plus, I will be playing it with through the channel, and I will do a completely fresh run. I'll do a 100% run on there. So I will, go through
on very easy difficulty, right?
Well, I mean, with the difficulties, I will say there's no missable trophies in the game, so you can get everything through one playthrough. Similar to God of War 2018, difficulty is not part of the trophy run. I may try it on Give Me God of War. because there's
You
a
should
lot
do
more.
it. Just make it fun. You know,
There's a lot
yeah.
more unique move sets in Ragnarok than in 2018, and you can add additional perks to combinations that you unlock as well. So it really enhances the combat in the game as well. And there is your axe, your blades. You get new move sets for both of those. The game was fantastic, near perfect, I would say. So my final thoughts: I definitely recommend if you're able to get this, and at this time, probably not unless you're going to pay a premium price. However, I recommend playing the game if you haven't. It's great storytelling. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to playing it eventually. I'm hoping that we eventually get like I hope we get like some kind of callback to the original. I hope that we do get like a God of War 1 and 2 remastered. That'd be really cool. Those are PlayStation 2 games, by the way, now, so that's how ancient they are. I know they were kind of like HD remastered, not really before, but a nice full ground up remake would be cool for those. That's what I'm really hoping for. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this. I'm just looking forward to see what direction the series goes into.
Well, with that said, we are the Game Reactionists. We will be putting out more content similar to this alongside our gameplay content. And we will be doing podcasts as well. If you're not already, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channels. It really helps us out. We are an up-and-coming channel, and we just want to be able to keep doing this for you guys, for the fun of the hobby.
Plus, you can see you got in on the ground floor. Like, you subscribe, when we get up to like 6-7 million subscribers,
Yeah.
you can say I was the first like 100 or so, or a
Yeah.
couple thousand, that'd be really cool to do, right? So, very cool.
All right. Well, I'm Rorschach.
And I'm Spectre.
You guys have a great day.
Hopefully you're recorded. It's not a black screen, so we're already off to